All right, all right. Just so you know, that's Elvis Presley live in Honolulu, 1973. All right, take that. What do we got going on, man? Well, we're trying to get back up to the all-time highs, and we finally got the Diamonds trying to play ball a little bit. All right, finally. Now, we got a nice 3-2 upper on the day. All right, so this is what we have to do now. We got to hold here. All right, this has to be our support level at this point. We break here below here again. I just think the party is going to be just pushed back time. All right, and time is so precious. All right, so 427.69 was kind of like where we're going to hold there. So as we see, the one thing that happened today is that all the futures went outside on the week. So that means 3 more days. Okay, so that means that it can expand more and it also can triangle out again. Okay, so be aware of that. Just as fat as this thing can get, it can go any which way but loose. All right, so we'll keep an eye on that. Started it out with the diamonds today. There you go. So SPY, we got through this 606 to 6060 on the SPX. There's a big number. Now we kind of busted through there. Now we put up a new high today, and our high was 607.17. All right, so they're backing off right now just a little bit. I got a shooter coming back down at high noon here, 7 minutes after 12. So just coming back inside a little bit right here. This is your 60 coming inside, and there's your 15 minutes 2-1 inside. All right. So we busted through my higher high here, okay, on this move. Now the question is, I'll leave it for there. I'll say it at the end. QQQs, same thing. Here we go. We went outside on the week, all right, and we got the high up to 540 now. Okay, we're starting to get very close. All right, 540. That's not all-time highs. It might be actually. All right. So, yeah, looks like it right there. All right. So close on the cues. All right. We got through here this morning at 5:33. All right. So we'll see what happens there. Triple Qs. All right. So we got the outsider on the week, which is interesting. That's going to shake things up a little bit, I think, for sure. So there you have it. All right. We're cruising. IWM, I'm sure that that's still way far behind, just like the diamonds are still way far behind. All right, so about 2-2 up on this month now, with the 3-2 up on the IWM as well, and we got up to 215.70. So we kind of backed off a little bit from there. Still a long ways away here, $30. All right, and then I'll make the same here on the diamonds. We're looking at like $21 to get back up to highs. All right. So are the Qs and the SPY going to go do it on their own? Probably not. They're going to they all want to go at the same time. So we'll see if it's going to be a party or if it's going to be the pity party coming back in if the diamonds start falling apart again. All right, because we see what happens. All right, so names we've been looking at, we're looking at that home builders, ITB, holding up pretty good today, right? There's your 60s. You started with the 3-2-1-1. They kind of settled back in here now. All right, so back inside. We have stalled out with this move that just came down on the shooters. So I don't think it's anything that's going to change anything too dramatically, but it's definitely stalled the market out. All right, so that's for sure. KBH didn't have good earnings, but they shook it off and 222 back inside with a 1 there. So there you go, 53.86. They didn't care about them earnings. All right, so they just went through them. DHI having a good day as well. and everybody getting stalled out by the futures that are breaking down right now. Okay, so that's what's going on. Nice 2-2 up on the week. We're starting to see some nice weeks too. All right, and 2 days in only, which means we have 3 days to go. So there's a lot of shenanigans that can happen in there. All right, so be careful with that. XRT, my retails, they came in horribly today. Just like right here. All right, knockout punch. Get the outsider. Everything's trapped inside of it all day. Retail's been trying to get better here, but kind of stalling out. Again, this is stuck. All right, now this isn't stalling out. This is completely stuck. All right, so XRT kind of fell off there. Financials came out ripping, and they continue to hold their gains. They're holding these 60s up. All right, what do we got moving there? You got American Express to the highs. You got Visa. Visa actually 2-2 back up, trying to get back up there. MasterCard probably the same way. There you go. So these are trying to come back on this new 60 that we're going to get here in about 19 minutes. Watch those. We'll see if MasterCard and Visa starts to make a move up on 60s after that. That could potentially start to make a move there. I'm not going to go too much into it. JP Morgan, there you go. 282.20, just sitting about 40 cents off of the highs of the day on JP Morgan. All right, so the financials better. Healthcare is just sympathy for the devil, man. They're just going up because everybody else is. 222 now. So XLV continues to get better. Can you triangle out the month? 137.30. I mean, we got good movement today on the diamonds. These things should be acting better here. All right, but this is it. I mean, if you want to get in XLV, all I could tell you is that this is where you want to exit. All right, anywhere in here, should be okay. But it's such a mixed bag in that group. All right, so you'll probably be okay. Some of these cruise lines, right? So they came out, the 60s are the first thing of the day. Everything's in there, folks. Okay, so don't be fooled. All right, they had these things way advertised higher, and that did not happen. So that tells us that they're priced right in here. Where they are right now, this is exactly what they're worth. All right, because there was a lot of hype on those this morning, and then that was it. They hit their number, and that's what they are now, and that's what they're going to be. All right, so 213 on you got a 3212 on the weekly. You do have an outside one, but coming back down. So they're going to have to triangle out and probably bring them in a little bit lower and then start getting them back up again. That's the way I see those things, probably having to turn around and make that move. Tech, I'm not watching a whole lot of it. Micron is one of the ones that we're watching for sure today. This one's been great. It's been pinned up all day here. Just took the 60 back up, so it's making a new high right now as we speak on the day on Micron. And Marvel seems to be good. Marvel's trying to fight back. Look for this 60 to take back up and see if there's continuation to the upside there, which your daily. That one looks great. And AMD looks awesome. Go get it, man. Go get it on the weeklies right here. Triangle out. All right, what are we looking at? 150. All right, so nice move here with the 2-2 week up. Pushes the month like crazy. Next stop on the train is 144.46. That thing is cruising along. All right. Tesla has been flat. Apple is, there's going to be residuals with Apple. If you're gonna get into Apple, put a long stop in and just take a vacation. Maybe when you come back, it'll be back up to 211. All right, but I don't see anything happen fast with Apple. But I think you want to be in it. All right, I think that's for sure. Amazon is another one here, just undecided on what it wants to do. 2122 coming back inside. I tried to buy some at 212. I did not get stock. It came all the way back down to 212. It came down to 212.28 or something like that, and I didn't budge. I stayed at 212. I didn't get it. It ran back up. Now it's trading at 213.60, but you shoot her coming back down again. I don't. I'm not sold on Amazon by any stretch of the imagination on that at all. Looking at some of our gapper lists, Alibaba is having a pretty good day. Look at that Alibaba in those 60s. Get. All right, JD. China coming back inside on JD there. Okay, a little bit better there. So I don't want to go through too many ones. Boeing, I bought some Boeing this morning when it came down. Got down to 200, spot 28. I missed it down here. I couldn't get any. And then I end up buying some higher. But we'll see if they can hold up on Boeing. All right. Again, watching the month here. All right. Got to get up and triangle that month. Get back up. We're getting back up to 219.05. That's my target. That's what I'm looking for. So we'll keep our months ready here. We got outsiders for the rest of the week and the futures. That could cause a really nice move to the upside. It could do just about anything on these threes. I don't trust them. They just they expand. That's what they do to either way. All right, so keep an eye on those. Real estates are trying to come back. If I was going to make a bet coming into the second half of the day, I would say that these real estates can get better here. Vino, I bought some Vino, went on the flip when it came down here. I bought some at, I'll tell you exactly where I bought it at. Where was that at there on that Vino? 37.56 or something like that was the flip. Okay, so that was Vino. Again, I think these are good. CBRE crapped out, came back in on their CBRE. This one got up to like 140.15 or something like that. Not positive. CBRE. So there you go. Yeah, got up to 140.19. That was close. All right, and then shoot her back down now. See if they can turn things around and get it going. I like that Vino. There's been a seller in that stock for 2 days. Maybe he's cleaned up, or maybe he's just waiting for some fat to get in there so he can start pounding on it again. All right, but we'll wait to see if that's going to happen. All right, so I'm going to leave it there, and the metals are slowly going higher here. They're fighting back, but they're not doing too much. Solars have been hot. Stick with the solars. Don't get out. I think we continue to go higher from that gap. We got a gap to fill, so remember that we got a gap to fill in these solars. So do not get out of these positions if you're in there. Especially, I'm in run, and she's moved nice for me. Sedge is kind of a garbagey one. SEDG, that one continues to come back in, but if it comes in enough, that might be a good one to grab. All right, First Solar is doing its thing, taking another 60 up as we speak. All right, end phase, that one's a little garbagey. And I like Darden, DRI, but retail kind of fell off today. All right, so we'll see what retail brings here. Again, it's been the leader, and it's kind of taken a day off. All right, so we'll see if it wants to take a day off or if it wants to take the rest of the week off, whatever the hell it wants to do. We're going to be here to watch what it's going to do. All right, so everybody have a good afternoon, and I will see you, and be good.